Okay, so you know that feeling, right? When you're looking for that perfect venue, the one place that just clicks for a really big moment.
Oh, absolutely. It's a huge decision.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, today we're doing a deep dive into a place in downtown Louisville that seems to get it right time after time, the Gillespie.
Yeah, we've looked at, quite a bit on this one, what people who've actually had events there are saying.
So the mission today.
The mission is to figure out what really makes the Gillespie stand out, especially, for things like weddings, but other big events too.
All right, this isn't just some brand new building they threw up, is it? It's got history.
Oh, definitely. Real history. The building itself goes way back to 1929.
Wow, 1929.
Yeah, think Art Deco, that sort of Gatsby-era elegance. It was originally the Lincoln Bank and Trust Company.
A bank. Okay, that makes sense with the grand architecture you often see.
And it served as a bank, later part of National City Bank, right up until 2005.
So it was empty for a bit.
Seems like it. Then in 2009, it got this whole new life as the Gillespie. And what's great is how they, kept so much of the original character while making it this amazing event space.
So when you walk in now, what hits you first?
Yeah.
What's that immediate impression?
Well, the foyer. It's pretty breathtaking. You've got this original floor-to-ceiling marble, and then there's this huge, stunning crystal chandelier, ornately painted ceilings way up high. It just feels grand,
I can picture that. Okay, then there's the main event space, right? The Grand Ballroom?
Oh, yeah. The Grand Ballroom, it's massive, like 24,000 square feet, massive.
Wow.
It really is. Beautiful big columns, a gorgeous marble dance floor. It's just built for a party. Okay, so the ceilings in there, they have this decorative scroll painting, cartouches they call them, and they soar up like 40 feet.
40 feet. Okay, that's impressive. That gives a real sense of scale.
Definitely. Perfect for bigger events. It can handle, up to 660 guests for a seated dinner.
Wow.
And even more, like 1,200 if you're doing more of a strolling reception kind of thing.
That's huge capacity.
It is. And then there's this whole other level, the mezzanine. It overlooks the main ballroom.
Ah, okay. Like a balcony level. Perfect for maybe a cocktail hour.
Great spot for cocktails, gives you a fantastic view down onto the main floor. And it's just as detailed up there. More painted ceilings, nice crown molding, even Swarovski crystal chandeliers.
Fancy.
Yeah, they didn't skimp. Even the hanging lanterns down in the ballroom are original.
But how does a space like this actually function for something as intricate as a wedding?
Good question.
What are the main areas and how do couples plan the flow of their day?
So the primary spaces are the Grand Ballroom, the loft, and the mezzanine. A lot of the discussion focuses on the Grand Ballroom because it's versatile enough to host both the ceremony and the reception.
Okay. Doing both in the same main room can sometimes feel awkward or, require a long wait for room flips. How do they manage that efficiently here?
Well, the material highlights a flow that guests consistently call so smart and incredibly smooth.
Oh, yeah.
So the ceremony happens on the main floor of the Grand Ballroom.
Okay, then what happens right after the I-dos?
That's where the efficient transition comes in. Guests move upstairs, often utilizing that ornate mezzanine level we just discussed.
Right, the one overlooking everything.
Exactly. They use that for a cocktail hour.
Brilliant. Keeps everyone mingling and out of the way.
Precisely. While guests are enjoying drinks and appetizers upstairs, the venue staff works quickly to complete the setup for the reception right there on the main floor where the ceremony was.
And then guests just head back downstairs for dinner and dancing.
Mm-hmm.
That does sound seamless, everything flowing without a pause or disruption for the guests.
It seems to be a key point of praise. The material notes that everything flowed perfectly for guests using this setup.
Is the Grand Ballroom the only option for the reception then?
Not at all. The loft is also available for receptions and other events. It's described differently, though, more modern elegance with romantic rustic charm.
Okay, a different vibe.
Yeah, and it can accommodate between 75 and 300 guests. So there's another option depending on the couple's preference and, his guest count.
And are there spaces for the wedding party to get ready on site? That's always a big plus.
Yes, absolutely. There's a gorgeous bridal suite available, noted as formerly being the bank president's office.
Oh, nice.
It provides a dedicated space for the bridal party, including hair and makeup artists if their event is held there.
Good.
And of course, access to that historic bank vault is available for those fun, unique photos.
Okay, so we have a stunning historic setting, versatile spaces, and a really clever operational flow, especially in the main ballroom. But what about the actual experience on the day? What do people who've had their weddings here say?
We have several specific accounts that paint a pretty vivid picture. One guest had an amazing wedding day in the Grand Ballroom
Mm-hmm.
and specifically highlighted how smoothly everything went. They even mentioned that Brian Gillespie personally handled the transition when their original coordinator was unexpectedly on leave right before the wedding.
Wow, okay. That really speaks to the staff's responsiveness.
It does. And they mentioned complimentary drinks while getting ready, which is a nice touch.
Always appreciated. What about someone who used the loft? Any feedback there?
Yeah, someone who held the reception in the loft, this was about a year ago, loved the beautiful building and praised the staff as super friendly.
Good, good.
They noted timely responses from the coordinators and even appreciated that the venue asked permission before putting up holiday decorations.
Oh, that's thoughtful.
Yeah.
Any other standout stories?
Yes. Anne Vidito's wedding in the main ballroom a couple of years ago is mentioned quite positively. She described the day as more beautiful than I had ever dreamed of and absolutely perfect.
Wow, that's high praise. What specifically made it feel that way for her?
Well, she reiterated how smart the setup flow was, making her day run so smoothly.
Back to that flow again. Seems crucial.
It really does. Alongside the entire team for doing phenomenal jobs and working hard to ensure she, her husband, and all their guests felt really taken care of.
It sounds like the service is a huge part of the appeal, really enhancing the beautiful setting. It makes sense that weddings have been a significant part of what they do.
Yeah, the sources mentioned that stylish weddings have been a key focus for the venue since it was established back in 2009.
Okay. Now, shifting slightly, capturing the memories of a wedding day is obviously critical. We found some interesting information about a service couples at venues like the Gillespie are using called My Replay Kit.
Right. This popped up as a distinct way couples are choosing to document their wedding. It's presented as a cost-effective and very personal alternative to hiring traditional professional videographers.
How exactly does it work? Is it just like giving your phone to a friend?
It's actually more structured and professional than that. The core idea is that instead of a pro videographer you might not know, friends or family film the event.
Okay.
But they use high-quality equipment provided by My Replay Kit.
Ah, okay. And that's where the personal touch comes in, because it's people you know.
Exactly. Because friends or family know the couple and guests intimately, right? They're in a perfect position to capture those truly genuine, candid moments, the inside jokes, the unexpected interactions,
Yeah.
the things that are most important to you.
So you have more control over the narrative of the video, kind of.
That's another key benefit highlighted, yeah. Full control over what moments you want captured and when, without needing to direct a professional or stick to their schedule. You film on your terms.
But is the quality actually good? I mean, is it going to look like shaky home video?
That's a fair question. The material emphasizes that the kit includes top-tier, user-friendly gear. It specifically mentions DJI Pocket 3 cameras.
Okay, I've heard of those.
Yeah, they shoot in 4K that's ultra-high definition, incredibly sharp. The focus is on providing professional-grade equipment that's simple enough for anyone to use, like power on and hit record is how it's described.
Okay, so the footage is good quality, but who puts it all together? Do you just get a hard drive full of raw clips?
Thankfully, no. My Replay Kit has a dedicated team that takes all the raw footage you and your friends or family capture and edits it into a polished, final wedding video.
Oh, they do the editing too?
They do. And they mention a fast turnaround, typically delivering the finished product within 2 weeks.
That sounds like a really compelling option,
Yeah.
especially when you consider the cost savings mentioned, potentially half or even a quarter of the price of a traditional videographer.
Exactly. It's presented as a way to achieve cinematic results without that premium price tag. Makes it very appealing for couples who want a high-quality video but also need to manage their budget, you know?
Definitely. And we even saw an example mentioned, the Nick and Ellie wedding.
Right. Their wedding is highlighted as a place where My Replay Kit was used. It specifically notes how it captured candid, behind-the-scenes perspectives, creating a rich and personal record of their day.
And for couples specifically planning their wedding at the Gillespie, there's a direct connection mentioned in the sources.
Yes, there is. The information notes that My Replay Kit offers Gillespie brides a special discount 20% off their services.
Oh, nice. An extra perk.
Yeah, an added benefit for choosing that venue.
So we've taken this deep dive into the material about the Gillespie. We've explored its stunning Art Deco history and architecture, seen how the versatile spaces and clever operational flow make it work for events, heard about the consistently positive service experiences from guests, and looked at innovative options like my replay kit for capturing the memories.
It paints a really clear picture of why this specific venue stands out, I think. It's not just a building, it's a space with a story that's been carefully adapted to create modern, memorable celebrations, blending that historical grandeur with thoughtful service and practical solutions.
And it makes you pause and consider this transformation, doesn't it? Here's a space originally built in 1929, designed for the serious business of finance and security.
Very formal.
With all that inherent structure and opulence, now serving as a backdrop for some of the most personal, joyful, and what does that mean for the atmosphere and the feeling of a wedding day held within those walls?
It raises a fascinating question about how the echoes of a building's past can enrich its present purpose, creating an experience that's truly unique and perhaps even more poignant because of that historical layering.
Absolutely. A lot to think about. Thanks for going on this deep dive with us.